Imagine going forward that you will always keep your phone at least 2 hours before you fall asleep. I mean, did you just hear what I said? You drop your phone, keep it wherever it may be, keep it away at least 2 hours before you fall asleep. I could almost hear you screaming, impossible. I know, right? Now imagine an hour, a minimum of an hour before you fall asleep, right? Research has shown us that exposure to screen light can interfere with the sleep natural cycle, and it can also reduce the quality of sleep or rest you are supposed to enjoy. Do you also know that because of this blue light that is being released from the phone, your body suppresses the hormone that is supposed to naturally help you to sleep at the time that you are required to sleep, which of course is the melatonin. So the melatonin tends to be suppressed when you expose yourself during the late hours that you are expected to be falling asleep. So suppressing the release of this particular hormone, melatonin, which is supposed to be at that point be calming you, be bringing you to a state of falling asleep, but because you are exposing yourself to the screen, that screen effect is now suppressing the release of this particular hormone, melatonin, that is responsible to ensuring that you fall asleep, and of course you sleep as you ought to have done. Now let's look at the studies that was conducted by Harvard Medical School, right? So the Harvard Medical School had made us understand in a study conducted, that delayed, or when the blue light rays that are being emitted from either phones or devices, they help or they impact on the time you are expected to actually fall asleep. In essence, the blue light emitted from phones or devices can delay your sleep, which of course can impact on your mental health. Remember, I talked about how the melatonin hormone plays a role when there is an impact of the blue rays or lights emitted from the phones or device, how it can suppress your ability to naturally fall asleep as you ought to. And here is how this impacts on our mental well-being as well. Inability to sleep as you should, having enough sleep as you ought to have or should do, has a lot of mental health issues, feeling unrest, depression, anxiety. Remember, we talked about this in the previous session. You don't want to joke with your sleep.